I am not going to front on how many times that I have recorded this because I'm using the wrong SD card and my other SD card that is bigger may be compromised because there was a little crack in it. You want to be in the music industry or have a career in music. I need to tell you this. Technically, you don't need a degree to be in it. You really don't. Unless you want to be a teacher in the school system, public school systems. And yeah, you're going to require to need the teacher certification, which requires you to have a degree. So if you're going through that route, keep going with that route. And yeah, you'll need it. And just make sure that there are job opportunities out there within your state, or depending on what state you're wanting to be in. This video is going to talk about things that I wish I have known in music college that I wish I would have done. And let me give you the time frame of what the time frame I was in the music history. And that was the digital era. It was the rise of it. People on YouTube were not being monetized for their stuff. There were no ad revenues yet. It was starting off of it. Digital era was coming in. The home recording studio. So GarageBand was a thing. And other stuff was going on. The world was going digital. And the music colleges all around were debating on, do we adapt to these changes that are happening into the music world? Some did, some didn't. Guess which one I was in. Things I wish I had known or did while I was in music college. And the first thing is, I think is the most important one, and that is networking and connecting with common musicians of whatever your taste that you have. And this will apply to in your college and outside, because you will be gigging depending on what school that you're at. Some schools may be frowned upon it because of their ideology. If you do have the chances, network, connect with some of the musicians around your realm that you're able to get to and collaborate with each other. See if y'all connect with each other and try to work it out. Make a little business out of it. Collaborate with each other. This is the pen. Always having the pen on me. Have a pen on you. Which transitioning to, if you're able to, have an internship. Now, nowadays, you can go to any of the major record labels and all of them. They have internships all throughout, especially looking for people that are in college for internship. And this is a really good opportunity because of you'll be able to connect with people who are in the business and see what you may or may not like about it. You may have to dabble on what part of the industry do you want to be in, whether this is in the entertainment, do you want to be a performer and all that, or the business side, and do all the business, numbers. That is the thing. Go on doing that. Or if you want to be a teacher or instructor, A&R, whatever it is. See what you like about it, see what you don't like about it, and internship. In the time I was, internship were very, very limited because of certain things that the school wanted to, and it was mainly certain to that. But say that you can't get any internship, that would lead me to the next one, and don't be like me. Learn some of the business of music, just like how I talked in the Gray. Get a little bit of an understanding of the business. Get an understanding of it and don't get stressed out about it. If you learn a little bit about it, then hey, it goes a long way. And if you cannot get anything, get books that are outside of the quote-unquote reading recommendation that the school requires you to read, and I know for sure that you haven't read it, all of it yet. I'm looking at you. But if you get books like Everything You Need to Know About the Music Business, not sponsored by them, as you may see, I am this much into it, and this is all I still got to learn. But also I'm doing the audiobook as well. So I'm doing that. I basically use the book, the physical book, to write down notes and whatnot on it. So get those things. Read the books that are outside. Get a little business. And now I'm about to talk some controversial things that may or may not get your professor upset. And that is your professor. It's not always right. They probably don't have the right opinion, depending on what it is. Because let me give you a little story. That during my recital time, I wanted to do a jazz song with guitar, vocal, and a cello. One of the instructors condemned it. He did not like that. He chewed me out on it. And yes, that hurt me, which got me into another episode, which we're not talking about because I'm not expert in it. Until I had to do a little bit of research a few months ago and see like, oh, there are actually jazz recordings of a singer, guitar, and cello and whatnot. And you can see them all on YouTube. Actually, Carlos Santana and Yo-Yo Ma made a song with India Ari. India Ari was the singer. I knew it. I didn't have to Google it. There's no evidence of it. So those were a trio that done a song. Yeah, there were other stuff into the song, but blank. Which kind of tells you like, hey, some of the advice that your professor might give may not be the right one for you, and take it with a grain of salt of it. But what not to take a grain of salt is the music theory. And when it comes to that, and you find something that you like, try to make it apply to your writing of whatnot. Say if you got introduced to 9th chords and 13th chords, and you're just like, wow, those sound beautifully amazing to my ear. And how can I incorporate that into my writing or music? That's how it was when it came to 7 chords. I love 7 chords, major 7s, dominant 7s, yeah, and the minor 7s, yeah. Those were the things. And since learning of that, I was able to hear it everywhere. Whenever they pop up, be like, oh, that's that major 7. Oh, they're using that dominant 7. Oh, that's one. So, you able to pick them out and find a way to incorporate it. Like, hey, how do they use it in this and that and that, and such. So find those applications, and also be not afraid to break the rules. You may break it and have fun with it, because composers, artists do it all the time. Songwriters all the time do all the writing. Why did I sound it like? Yeah. And this will be the last one that I will say, and that is explore. Explore the music spectrum, because there is a very wide spectrum when it comes to music and having a career in music. It's really, really interesting. It's a wide spectrum, because your first things will probably be the recording industry, the teaching, and film and composing. Those are the 3 things. But there are audio mixing, getting songs licensing, the business side, the lawyer side, the scientific side. If you been watching Terrence Howard videos, they show some really interesting stuff that I want to experiment on when it comes to that. So there's a very wide spectrum. You just have to open your eyes of what you think. Because if you're thinking that you might find therapeutic things to say while using music, there is a thing, music therapy. So it's out there. It's a very wide spectrum. Just use your brain and be like, I want to do this in music. 9 out of 10, you might be able to find it. Believe me or not. So, still want to be in music? If you drop out, then hey, that's your decision. Respect your decision. If you want to stay, respect your decision too. Have the degree. And all that. So, I would like to thank you for watching all this way of my madness. Comment down below on things that you want to give advice to anybody that's in music college. Or things that you're struggling while you're in music college that you want to help out. Get some advice. Get some community starting. Subscribe to the channel because I'm going to do some madness when it comes to music. Until next time, I gotta edit it because I got 4 minutes because I used the wrong SD card. Why do I keep on having it around my facility and not store it?